Hi Teamcenter users! Problems with batch loves? I'm Herbert from Where2 Digital Solutions. This video shows you easy steps to use batch loves and convert classic loves in Teamcenter. Like and let's start!
Today we're here with another video about batch LOVs. The first thing we'll do is open the BMIDE and navigate to the section labeled Batch LOVs. Select New Batch Love and create one called Intended Use, which will define the intended use of a wheel. Set it as a string and exhaustive, then click Finish. The new batch LOV should now be created, and you'll see it here. The BMIDE has generated sample XML files that we need to modify to populate the LOV with values. Let's locate these files under Project Files Output, WNTX64 Samples LOVs. Here's the sample file provided for reference and modification. Open this file and edit it. The name, LOV type, and usage are already defined, so we just need to uncomment this section and add values. The file currently has placeholders like sample value 1 and sample description 1. Replace them with values for the intended use of a wheel, such as street, racing, off-road, or luxury. For the description, we'll keep it simple, like use for the street. Update all these values accordingly. Now that we've updated this file, let's modify the language file. The language folder, located here, contains files for all languages set up in the BMIDE project. Since we selected English for this project, we'll find one file in English. Open it, uncomment the relevant sections, and update them with the values we just added, copying the descriptions for the current language. Now that we've modified the file for the batch LO, let's discuss why we're using a batch LO instead of the classic LO from our last video. A classic LO requires deployment every time a change is made. With a batch LO, deployment is only necessary the first time it's created. Subsequent updates can be made using a command line utility, where we modify these files and run a specific command, which we'll cover later. For now, save the changes, and we'll continue another time. As seen, when creating a LOV, we must attach it to a property. Go to the Wheel Revision section, create a new property called HDS4 Intended Use, click Next, then Finish. Now attach the new LO we created, HDS4 Intended Use, LOV, and click Finish. It's now attached. Next, let's explore how to convert a classic LOV to a batch LOV. Let's convert the classic LOV we created previously, called HDS4 Color LOV. In the LOV Value Management section, there are two options: enter values using BMIDE and store values in my template, which is the classic LOV format, and supply values directly to Teamcenter database using BMIDE, Manage Batch LOV command line utility. Select the second option to convert the HDS4 Color LOV to a batch LOV. A warning appears. All existing LOV values will be copied and stored in a folder, system LOV values will be deleted from the template, and when the template is deployed to the database, the LOV values will be removed. We can then use the BMIDE Manage Batch LOV utility to add values to the HDS4 Color LOV after the deploy. Proceed with the conversion. The LOV is now a batch LOV, and its values are stored in another file. Now deploy the changes by generating the software package and using the Environment Manager, as you're familiar with. Select the latest contribution to deploy. We can now use the BMIDE Manage Batchlove utility from the command line. The sample file generated during the process instructs us to run the command BMIDE Manage Batchloves with the parameters username, password, group, option equals update, and specifying the file containing the changes. Update the command with the data for your machine, then run it from the command prompt configured with the Teamcenter environment. The command validates the input XML files, checking the main file path and localization files in the language folder. If successful, repeat the process for the color low, which should also complete successfully. Now, test the changes in Teamcenter. Log in to the Rich client as a test user who has limited permissions compared to the InfoDBA user, representing a typical end user. Create a new item, wheel, with the description, "This is the latest version of the wheel." Click Next and complete the values. Set the date to the 26th of March, color to yellow from the Batchlove values, inner diameter to 25, outer diameter to 26, and intended use to one of the original Batchlove values. Add a long description. This is a long description. And for the material, select aluminum. Everything looks correct, and the changes made in BMIDE are now implemented in the Rich client. Here's the new item. That's everything for this video. I hope you found it helpful. Goodbye.